What's up, Ragin Nation? My name is Alex G, and you're watching the Ragin Ronin review. In this episode, I am reviewing Men in Black 3. I really didn't think they needed another installment in the Men in Black franchise. In fact, I kind of wish that it's done, okay? And I think it's done just because, you know, it's a trilogy now. Tommy Lee Jones is getting kind of old, and Will Smith should move on to other movies. But anyways, Men in Black 3 just came out last Friday. I finally saw it, and I actually didn't want to watch it because I wanted to watch a Men in Black 3 movie. It was not a sequel that was necessary, but I wanted to watch it because it was Will Smith's return back to the big screen. It's been a while since he's done a role like this. The last movie that he was in, I think, was 7 Pounds, and that was a kind of like a melodrama, but I want to see him back in a comedy action role, and that's why I watched Men in Black 3. Anyways, with regards to the movie, there was actually a lot of good reviews about it. A lot of people were saying that it was really, really good. So I had moderate expectations. I didn't think it was going to be that great, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad either. Now, the first one I enjoyed. All right, it was pretty funny, and it was really entertaining. But the second one I just felt was a big unforgettable mess. So that's why I didn't think that they needed a third one. But I watched the third one, and I gotta say that this is a pretty decent movie. It's not something that I'm dying to get on Blu-ray or can't wait to see on Blu-ray and just would recommend to everyone. Now, it's a movie that kind of just makes you feel, okay, that was decent. Because I really think that when you watch the movie, it's not about you know, a big alien invasion or anything like that. It's actually about these two characters, Agent K and Agent J, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, and them getting their groove on. That's okay, not in like an erotic way, but like in a more like comedic way, you know, chemistry. And the story is really about, once again, alien invasion, preventing it from happening. That's what the Men in Black are there for. But the thing that makes this thing work is they take an interesting aspect of science fiction, that being time travel, and put it into the Men in Black formula. And which makes it really funny because everybody loves a good time travel movie. Time travel is something that's, you know, fascinates everybody. And once you put that in, then you got Will Smith, you know, being his funny self when he is a fish out of water in a way. You see all these little 1960s references and things like that, and that in itself is funny. That makes for a lot of visual comedy, and which makes the movie kind of charming in a way. So basically, Will Smith goes back in time to prevent the time traveling death of or murder of his partner, Agent K, and he meets Josh Brolin, who plays a younger version of Agent K, and that is the part when it gets funny, because you know what, like I said before, it's about the characters. It's really not about like all this big alien invasion. I really find that this movie is about bringing back to the audience what we love about the Men in Black series, because Men in Black, the first one, was funny because of how you know, Agent J, played by Will Smith, deals with all this stuff, and Agent K, Tommy Lee Jones, is his mentor. Now that's what made Men in Black work. Men in Black 2 just felt like they brought in a new story, but I don't know, it just didn't feel like it was needed, because we've already seen the great chemistry between the two, and that was what's missing. Now number 3 brings it all back. And, you know, I really didn't care for the story that much. You know, I like the time travel aspect of it, but I didn't care for the story, meaning that I really just wanted to see what happens next between the two. How does Will Smith and get back Agent K back into the scene again? Because, well, you got to watch the story to see what really happens. But I'll talk to you a little bit about the ending, which I really liked, without spoiling anything. Let's just say that they really bring it home in this one, because I keep on saying it's about the characters, and yes, it is about the characters a lot. They reveal some things that about the characters that really connect everything together. It almost feels like MIB 3 is a continuation of MIB 1, and MIB 2 is the unwanted lost episode. Okay, like MIB 2 is like out there. It doesn't need to be there. So you watch MIB 1, then you watch MIB 3. Because it's like one big 3-hour movie, because both movies are like an hour and a half or something like that, pretty short. But when you combine them both, they're a complete movie. And that's the way I see it, because I see the connection there, and that's why people love this movie. I personally like this movie just because it really connects with what we loved about the first one, and you see the chemistry is back, and also we see these new developments about their characters, which is really great. So that's what I loved about the movie. Still, I don't think it's like that amazing. Let's talk about some of the 3D. Just like Avengers, the 3D is inconsistent. The 3 looks great in some parts. The 3 looks okay in other parts. And sometimes the 3D doesn't really look like it's even there. So it's inconsistent. If you want to save money, watch it in 2D. If you really got to check it out, there's one really cool sequence. It's called the time jump sequence. You'll know what I mean when you see it. The time jump sequence looks awesome in 3D. The rest of it, okay. I wouldn't pay that much more for the 3D version of it. I give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, which is quite accurate, because Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 68% or something like that. So there you have it. It was good to see Will Smith back to the big screen, and it was kind of a movie that it made you feel good, just because you saw how it concluded. You know, how everything ended, and you're kind of happy that, you know, it ends that way. But it's not something that I need to see again and again like Avengers. It's not that type of movie. I'm happy to see Will Smith back to the screen. I'm happy to see, and I'm looking forward to see what he comes out with next. All right. Anyway, 7 out of 10. I enjoyed this movie. My name is Alex Yu, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Ragin Ronin Review. Peace. Prepared for it, but he's not. He's too scared to tell her. And then the girls. I mean the female, the Cameron Diaz character.